Good afternoon and welcome to the Planning Committee here today on the 8th of December. My name is Councillor Gary Marsh. I'm the chairman of this committee. To my left is my vice chairman, Councillor Philip Coote. To my right is Stephen King. He's the principal planning officer. To his right we're blessed with two legal officers, Border Slim and Jeff Wild. To his right is Catherine Williams, who's on the second application, and all in front of me are the committee members, and in the corners are our democratic services who do a sterling job. So we'll go straight into it. So item 1 is to receive apologies for absence. I have Councillor Webb and Councillor Eggleston. Those were at full council last night. He still hasn't fixed his... Oh yes, I've got to do Forex, haven't I? Vice Chairman, could you read out the file?
Good afternoon, everyone. The building fire alarm is a continuous two-tone alarm. On hearing the evacuation alarm, 1, leave the building by the nearest marked exit route. 2, follow the green signs to the assembly point, large staff car park opposite the main entrance to the building. Anyone who cannot use stairs will be helped by the officers present after people have left. 4, do not return to the building until you are told to do so by an authorised officer. 3, the whole of the council site is a no smoking area, and please, gentlemen, mobiles must be switched off or to silent.
Thank you, Vice Chairman.
Anyone who has a ring this afternoon, it's a bottle of malt whisky to the chairman.
Oh yes, Highland, of course. Item 2 is to receive declarations of interest from members in respect of any matter on the agenda. Item 3 is to confirm the minutes of the meeting held of the committee last month on the 10th of November. Can we do our normal vote if you agree with it? Green for yes, red for no, yellow for abstentions. Two have got very, very light fingers. Who's not voted? Who? Councillor Sane, could you? Yeah, can we do it again then? Yeah, okay. Right, that's unanimous. Thank you. I will sign the minutes after the meeting. Thank you. Right, item 4 on the agenda is to consider any matters that I agreed to take as urgent items. I have none. So we'll go straight into the substantial part of the meeting. And item 5 is DM 221448, and this is in Crawley Down Vicarage Road. This is yours, Councillor. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Just before we get into the presentation, just highlight a few updates on the update sheet. So, top of page 11, just a slight correction, just to clarify the Highway Authority have no objection to the application. Page 12, we've now received Natural England's consultation comments, and again, they have no objection to the application. Page 12, above relevant planning history, just insert that paragraph, the introduction. On page 24, there's reference to an update on sustainability, and the applicants have now provided a sustainability statement with the application, and the points in there are summarised on the update sheet, and that leads to a requirement for an additional planning condition just to tie the development into those details that are set out on the sustainability statement. So that's it in terms of the updates. So in terms of the planning application, it's a full planning application that seeks planning permission for the erection of a 3-bedroom house. So this is the site here, outlined in red. It's currently the garden of the property to the north, Gold Regan. So the site's on the eastern side of Vicarage Road, Crawley Down. It's within the built-up area of the village. As you can see, it's an irregular, triangular-shaped parcel of land. Immediately to the north is the applicant's property, detached house. To the southeast is the allotments, and on the opposite side of the road is a cul-de-sac of similar terraced properties. So, as I say, just in a bit more detail, that's the application site where the proposed dwelling is to be erected. So, as I say, the application is full planning application for a 3-bedroom dwelling. It's slightly unique design, bespoke for the site, and we'll see that in the elevations. But the ground floor of the proposed property would be parallel to the rear boundary, but then the first floor would be set at a different angle. So on the corner here, you'd have a slight cantilevered section. The application proposed a new vehicular access for the dwelling located here, and you'll be able to get 2 to 3 cars off the road. On the rear boundary, it's currently marked by just Harris fencing, but it's proposed that would be planted up. It would be a chain link fence, but then with planting to grow through it. So the concern was having quite a stark fenced timber fence on that boundary with the allotments. It would look quite stark, so it's proposed that that would be a hedged boundary. Just the proposed floor plans. So you can see the top left is the ground floor plan, and then at first floor level you can see the first floor is at an angle. Again, this cantilevered section. Those are the proposed elevations. As I say, it's a bespoke design to fit onto the irregular triangular shaped site. Brick at ground floor level, tile hanging at first floor level, and a tiled roof. Just existing and proposed street scenes. So it's quite a varied street scene as you go up Vicarage Road, all sorts of different properties. So that's Gold Regan immediately next to the site as existing, and this is proposed. So the existing hedging along the frontage and the 2 existing trees on the frontage are proposed to be retained. Just these images give a better flavour of what's proposed in terms of that overhang cantilevered section. So as I say, a bespoke design for the site. Just some photos of what's there at the moment. So this is at the southern end, so this is the access for the allotment. So the site is up here behind the hedging. This is from within the site, looking up towards the applicant's property at Gold Regan. So as I say, it's just laid to grass. It's part of the garden at the moment. That's taken through the gate. So these are the allotments here. This is the current boundary fence, just Harris fencing, and that's the application site. That's looking the other way, looking down Vicarage Road. So the application site behind the hedging here. And again, just all views. So again, that's within the site. So it's just garden land. So the issues are as set out in the committee report. In terms of the principle of the development, the application site is within the built-up area of Crawley Down, where windfall development is acceptable in principle. Design and character, that's dealt with in the Next section of the report, you see planning policy seeks a higher standard of design, and this would be a bespoke design to accommodate the dwelling on this irregular shaped site. There's nothing in the development plan policy that precludes contemporary design or modern designs. So I think it's officer's view that this will be an interesting addition to the character of the street scene, and there's no harm from the proposal. Residential amenity, that's the next section of the report. There's reference, Gold Regan currently doing works on that property at the moment, and there will be patio doors facing the site, but there won't be any harm caused to the amenities of this property from being able to see this dwelling, and likewise no harm to the amenities of the properties on the opposite side of the site. You'll see highways on page 22, they have no objection to the application. Vehicular access is satisfactory to the site, as is the proposed car parking. Sustainability made reference to the update and the update sheet, so that is fully addressed by the application. And the other main issue is the trees on the frontage would be retained, as would the existing boundary hedging. So in summary, we think the application does accord with the development plan, makes good use of the site, and on that basis it's recommended for approval, Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. King. Just want to go just to the, as you did allude to, just to remind members that we don't always deal with the same old, same old. We are getting more and more of these type of applications where, as we seem to be addicted to grand designs, so that seems to be reflected in our part of the world. But what I find is particularly impressive is the fact that this is, as near damn it, a net zero property, and for that the applicant should be applauded. So does anybody wish to speak?
Move as recommended, Chairman.
Can I have a seconder, please? Councillor Forbes? I have a proposer and a seconder, and so can we go to the voting thing, please? Green if you agree, red if you don't, amber if you're not sure.
Green to green, red to red, perfect.
That is a unanimous decision. That is now approved. That was nice and sweet. The next application, members of the Eagle Eye Department, I think we were all here when we made this previous decision. We've got this one back again because they ran out of time to build. Do members wish to see because nothing's materially changed on this? Councillor Sweatman.
Thank you, Chairman. Yes, you're quite right. This has been before us. There's the only reason nothing's changed on this application is just here because it's time-lapse and we own the land. So I'd move as recommended.
Do I have a seconder? Councillor Forbes, are we happy with that proposal? Yep. Can we go to the voting screen again, please? Green if you agree, as always, red if you don't, yellow if you're not sure. Yep, I have a full house. That is approved. Thank you very much. Moving on. Item 7 is questions pursuant to Council Procedure Rule 10.2, due notice which has been given. I have none, so therefore I will close the meeting at 16:15, 4:15 in old language. Thank you very much. Could you remain in situ while the live feed